So today we're going to discuss how to write equations using technology. The first example is given here on a table on the right side, on the left side, and the following questions have to be answered. Is this linear or quadratic? What's the equation? And what is f of 100? So let us begin. You're going to get your calculator. You're going to go to the home button, get a new document, do not save, and go to list and spreadsheet. After that, you're going to type in X on the first column. Um, Use your arrow keys to go to the bottom and then type in 1, enter, 0, enter, -1, enter, -2, enter. So those are your X values. So let me refresh you of the table. So this is the table you need to plug. I plugged in X first because that saves time. So you go now to your second column all the way to the top and you type in Y. And then arrow key to the bottom and start typing 4, enter, 2, enter, 0, enter, and -2, enter. Please understand that in this calculator, if this cell is on any of these cells, it's not going to permit you to do another command. This cell must be outside all these cells that have numbers, like mine. So after this, you go to menu, you go to statistics, you go to stat calculate, and under start calculations, there are a lot of regressions. I would suggest going to quadratic regression. This is the safest regression of all because if your graph is aligned, this would also tell you. Now, how is that? Let us do quadratic regression. Quadreg, change this to an X, change this to a Y, and then press OK. Notice that your A right here is 0. So that means that your A component of the standard form of your quadratic equation is 0. Because of that, your quadratic formula leads you to your linear formula, which now will be 2x plus 2. So let us begin writing that down. So your equation is your equation, which is right, I'm sorry, your equation right here is going to look like y equals 0x squared plus 2x plus 2. Okay? Because this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C. Because this component is 0, it will now lead you to your y equals 2x plus 2, which is actually your y equals mx plus b. This being your y-intercept and this being your slope. So this given right here is linear. The equation is y equals 2x plus 2. And how to get to f of 100 if you remember the 100 is your x, so f of x. So you need to get the value of y when x is 100. That's what you're trying to get. Therefore, this is what you do. You go to your calculator, you go to your home button, go to calculator, and I just want to utilize this icon here at the bottom. So utilize that. And then, oh, my bad. That's not supposed to be what you get. Go to graph and type in 2x plus 2. Press enter. You will have a graph. You must go to table, so menu, table, go to split screen. You can command the calculator to go anywhere you want it to go as far as x is concerned. You can plug in the x and it would lead you what the y value is. And the way to do that is menu, table, edit table settings, type in 100 because that's what we want. Press enter and the value of y is 202. So you go back and you right here, f of 100 is equal, let's just write it here on the side, is equal to 202. All right, example number 2. This table, is it linear or quadratic? What's the equation and what's f of 600? So let us begin. Get the calculator. Go to home, new document, do not save, list and spreadsheet, x, and then -3, enter, 0, enter, 3, enter, 6, enter. Use your cursor to go all the way up again. Make sure to type in Y this time. Down, cursor, 1, enter, 0, enter, -1, enter, -2, enter. Menu, statistics, StatCalc. Safest is quadratic regression because if it's linear, it would also tell you. So go to quadratic regression, X, Y, and there you go. This is what, guys, linear or quadratic. Okay, very good. It is linear. It's because your quadratic component of ax squared is a 0. So therefore, it is gonna be, it is linear. Equation is y equals, I want to practice you on changing the -0.3333 to fraction because I want that in the form of rise over run. So this is how we're going to do it. On your calculator, I want you to go to home. Let's utilize our calculator on this icon right here. Let's go ahead and start typing -0.33. If you do that, guys, your answer will be wrong. I hope you're looking at me right now because this is wrong. You go to menu, you go to number, approximate to fraction, press enter, and that's not what we want. -0.33, as you have memorized from 6th grade, is -1/3. I hope you know that already. So this is how you do it. So you put -0.33, but guys, look how much I'm typing. I'm typing all the way to the end. I'm typing all the way to the end. Okay, now you go press menu, number, approximate to fraction, and type enter, and it will give you the accurate one. So I hope you saw that. Therefore, this equation would look like -1/3 x plus 0, or just simply y equals -1/3 x. All right. What is f of 600? Let's go ahead and type that in. Go back to your calculator. I'm just going to go ahead and get a new document. Go to graph. Control divide. 1/3. And then on the side, x. Word of warning. If you put the x on the side of 1, that's okay. If you put the x on the side of the whole fraction, that's okay. If you put the x on the side of 3, your answer is not going to be accurate. Your answer will be wrong. Therefore, the x can be on the side of 1 or on the side of the whole fraction. So press enter, and then we're going to go to table, and then split screen. And then you're going to command your calculator to go to 600. And you're going to press enter, and the answer is y is equal to 200. So your y is equal to 200. Okay, I made a careless mistake on this one. This is supposed to have been a -3, and if you plug in a -3, then this becomes a -200. So I apologize for that mistake. This is supposed to be a -200. I had forgotten to plug in my -1. My negative sign. So let's go to example number 3. And so this is your table. You will still have to answer the following questions: linear or quadratic, what's the equation, and what is f of 301. So I want you to go to the home button, go to listing, and do this table. Once you're on that table, you're going to go ahead and click menu. Okay. So you go to menu, StatCalc, and quadratic regression. So, okay, hold on. Where am I? Cancel. So, okay, go to here, press X, go to here, press Y, enter, and it gives it to you. So your A is 2, your B is -9, and your C is -5, making your equation become quadratic. So Y equals 2x squared minus 9x minus 5. And again, let's review our calculator. 2, -9, -5. We go back to -9, -5. So let us go to f of 300. What is y when x is 300? So we go to our calculator. We go to our graph and we type in 2x squared minus 9x minus 5, and we press enter, and then go to menu, go to table, split screen, and then command your calculator to go to 301, and that is by going to menu, table, edit table settings, 301, press enter or okay, and that is it. 301 is 17 178,488. So 178,488 is the y value when your x is 301.